So here's the problem. You're going to have all these fantastic speakers today talking about world peace, talking about motherhood, apple pie, the American way, and here I am to talk about Thursday. Thursday. Not Monday, not Hump Day Wednesday, not fantastic SEC Saturday, not even quiet Sunday. No, I'm here, an associate professor of SMU, talking about Thursday. Yeah, I can tell the love and the place. But for those of us who are members of the First Baptist Methodist Church of Shonda Rhimes, Thursday is a holy day. Thursday is a day we look forward to. Thursday is a day we cancel meetings, we cancel weddings, we cancel funerals, because no one misses Scandal Church. Period. End of story. Every Thursday, my senior pastor, Brian Green, wedding planner extraordinaire, calls out on Facebook and gives us a welcome to another great Thursday. For us, Scandal Church is something that can't be missed. Now, don't get it twisted. This is not just about a TV show. It's not about 2 TV shows. It's not even about 3 TV shows. What it's about is a lifestyle. It's about popcorn and wine. It's about B16. It's about Team Jake. Team Fitz. Drunk Melly. Smelly Melly. Annalise, the statue. You see, this isn't about television. This is about history. Because what Shonda Rhimes has been able to create is something that is unique in the age of DVR, of Netflix, and binging. What she's created is appointment television again. When people watch television live. But what makes the Scandal experience, the Scandal Church experience, is not just the great actors and actresses on Grey's Anatomy or Scandal or even How to Get Away with Murder. What makes it great is that for 3 hours you are afraid to get up and leave your seat. People have had more bladder infections watching this show because nobody moves. My husband is often worried that if there is a fire, I will die. Specifically because I give him the rule that if you hear me scream and you don't hear a thud on the floor afterwards, don't come in. Because after all, if you're in Scandal Church, you always scream. That's the joy of being a member of this church. But what Shonda has created is a lifestyle, an ontology, if you will, a way of being, a way of connecting. It's not just about people who gather together to engage with a television set. It's about people who gather together to engage with each other. And not just with each other, with the stars. It's about 40 some odd people all over the world, literally. London, Barbados, Rome, China, Dallas, Atlanta, Boston, New York. It's about people who are professors and ministers, mothers and fathers, straight and gay, Republicans and Democrats, coming together to experience the world created by Shonda Rhimes. What's so fantastic about this is that the media critics can't understand how television a television show has created a community. It's created a community in which it doesn't matter who you are or where you are, as long as you are joined together by a common narrative, a common story, a common good. It's created a community in which no one can go missing. To Mitch Scandal Church is to get a call out. It was so funny that the other day, this is one of my usuals out to one of our bad boys, Jonathan Capehart of the Washington Post. And what happens usually is that if you've missed church, somebody comes looking for you. They want to know how you are. They want to know where you are. They want to know, do you have the right memes for today? But what it's done is it's given people in a world that is often disconnected and hurried, isolating and stressing, just 3 hours of joy. 3 hours where there are no politics, there's no head banging, there are no bills, there's no anger, there's just simply community. And so for those of us who are a part of Scandal Church, for those of us who sit there with our popcorn, our wine, and other assorted distilled spirits, it's the time when we can relax. I don't miss it. And as a scholar of organizations and a theologian, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying this, but this is the kind of church I really would love to attend. It reminds me of what I thought church was supposed to be about. It's also the kind of organization that I would love to work in. An organization in which my voice could be heard, my presence could be valued, my absence noted. When the vice president of ABC was asked, what makes TGIT so wonderful, he said, we can't explain it. We did something quite novel in the television business. We actually engaged a communication and a conversation that was already happening. And then we listened before we engaged. And then we engaged authentically. And after we authentically engaged, we shut up and listened again, allowing our members of our community to tell us what was going on. Let's think about what that would be like if other organizations, other leaders, actually took the time to join our conversations rather than trying to lead them. What would happen if, rather than jumping into the fray on talk television, talk radio, they actually took the time to listen to us first and thoughtfully engaged with us? What would happen if then they would engage us? And rather than talking down to us, and rather than talking over us, and rather than talking through us, our leaders actually talked to us about what we want to talk about. What would it be like if your boss talked to you about you? What would it be like if your fellow parishioner or club member really asked you how you felt and noticed that you weren't feeling well and cared about it? You see, what ABC did was do something to remind us about the basic of what it means to be a human being. That in an era where we keep decrying what social media has done to us, The truth of the matter is, we have not stopped wanting to be connected one to the other. We have not stopped wanting community. And when we get it right, we use technology as a means of bringing us together and not separating us. The problem is not with Facebook. It's not with Twitter. It's not even what my mother thought it was, television. The problem is, we don't have a story that we're unified around anymore. We don't have a set of characters that we cheer for anymore, or that we moan about, or that we pray that they're killed in the next episode. No. We have all these little micro stories that leave us isolated, except for those of us on Thursday night. What Shonda Rhimes has done is, at least for this organizational scholar, at least for this theologian, is remind me of the power of story. And remind me how story can bring people together to not only create virtual communities, but real communities. As I said at the beginning, don't get it twisted. We're not just a bunch of nerds sitting at home watching television with our laptops. In this group, in this congregation, I have found my children's pediatrician. I've been able to meet a diplomat while I was in London. I've been able to help someone with a book. And I've had people cheer me on when I didn't think I could go any further after my mother died. I've been able to help someone when they didn't understand why people hated them for who they loved. The Scandal Church is 24 hours. It's 365 days a year. The Scandal Church is community. It's what we hoped, what we need, and what we expect. So I'm kind of sad that all I could do was talk to you about Thursday. After all, it's just another day of the week.